Welcome everyone to the newest episode of the Roundtable Podcast here. Today is the July 12th, 2026 episode, and we are here to talk about what recently happened over the weekend with Ion, plus a few other fun topics at the end here. So let's start bringing on our guests here, or hosts here, and see if we can get some conversation going. Today we got Night Owl and Echo and Brock and Nova family. How's
What's
it going,
up, everybody? Going all right.
Oh, geez. The whole
Got the
Nova
whole-
family.
The whole family up there.
Well,
Like a
almost. TJ's in the kitchen fumbling around.
Got to go for the sandwich, I know.
Gotta make the sandwich.
Army rolls on its stomach, folks.
There you go. Well, Brock and Nova family there, I understand you guys are still over at or near Ion. how did that go over for you guys?
Well, real quick, Thomas is on.
Hey,
Good
Tom.
seeing you, Thomas. It was
There you
great
go.
seeing you out there at the game.
Yep.
My bad.
We've
I had
been there since Thursday, and it's rained every day. Despite that, I think still. Well,
No, it didn't rain.
It
It's
didn't
rain-
rain today. It's a
We had one
miracle.
day with
I
no
know.
rain.
well, it rained enough. It was like walking around in a swamp for all days, but there's still a good turnout. And the game, lots of people showed up, and we were busy. But I mean, holy cow! I'm thankful we're out of the mud.
See, that's the question I'm getting from a lot of people that didn't go is how was the turnout? What did the numbers look like?
Officially, what they say, 31.
Yeah, 3,100 is what we heard from one of the other vendors that talked to the production.
So it was down. It was down. I think it was down a good bit from last year, but I guess I mean, guys, it rained. I mean, it rained hard. And,
Yeah.
So
That-
the people that showed up, and still played, that's a lot of people, and we were busy. So
Well, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
D-Day was an amphibious landing. I mean,
yeah,
it was real.
It was.
There's no doubt about that. It
3,000
was
people
great
is not a
conditions on
little.
the field for the players.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that stuff happened. That's a part of it. I mean, we all hung out, had a great time, and Sean, don't worry, I fed Brock.
Okay.
A lot of food, massive amounts of eggs and bacon and hamburgers and hot dogs and
Well,
I mean,
that's an improvement from what you guys are usually doing at games.
Yes.
yeah. Well, you know what? When you go out here, there aren't restaurants and things close by to get food. I mean, if you're not cooking there, you're in trouble. I mean, it'd be an issue. You have to drive
Well,
a long way.
One of the things we were talking about tonight is, what makes a game great, and food.
Oh yeah.
If you're starving, the game's gonna suck. Eat, guys, eat.
Yeah. If a field has one or two good food trucks there, awesome. If not, some fields, of course, they have their own little, snack bar or whatever, where they got hot dogs and hamburgers and such, which Black Ops Paintball in Fayetteville is excellent for that. They have an awesome little menu that they put together. It's awesome.
Well, yeah.
Ion had a great little snack area.
Okay.
All the food I saw coming from there looked amazing. I believe there was at least one food vendor around the corner, but I didn't make it over there that much. Yeah, down at the very end.
I didn't never see
Yeah,
that.
they were back around the corner there,
Okay.
behind the production or the announcement stage.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I usually wander around a lot more at this event, and me and Katie, we go check out the field. We didn't do any of that because this place was literally like walking around in a swamp. So
It was too hard to move around, which
Yeah.
restricted a lot of access in the vendor area
yeah,
with all the mud being so thick and deep.
Fold the Gap 2 or 3 years. I want to say 3 years ago was like that. It was just.
no, I was there. Nowhere close, buddy. Right? No,
Oh, was it?
That was
All right,
a dry desert day compared to this.
Oh, so Fold the Gap was now. I remember the folder. That was wild. So if it was worse than that, it had to be really, really, really bad.
Boy, I tell you
I
what.
got lost my ankle.
It was monsoon season in the wetlands.
Yeah.
I seen a bunch
Dang.
of dudes
lost in the mud.
Yes, lots of shoes were lost.
Yeah.
Lots of
We have
staples
we have
were-
games up there like this too, down up and over in Oregon.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oregon Super
Now,
game.
see that's like this, like Oregon, like that super
Yeah.
game Oregon. How it turns into. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Oregon's
I tell you
Liquid
what, it was
Sunshine.
amazing how many people showed up and still played. I mean, it rained hard for a couple hours, then it would stop. But I mean, holy cow, it was
Oh, geez.
rained a couple inches in like a couple hours. So
Now, how was the temperature? Did it stay moderately cool or did it stay
It was
hot?
perfect. That temperature was perfect.
yeah,
Outside of the humidity after the rains, you could not ask for better conditions with the temperature.
yeah, yeah.
How about Vendor Row? How was that? How'd that look?
That's a brown.
Man, Well, how many vendors were there? They told us.
There were, I believe they said 31 vendors
Yeah.
at the award announcement.
Yeah,
Vendor row was great, except for our area.
The top?
The area we were in was cut off by a swamp.
well, I tell you what.
We'll provide a picture.
You know
The
what?
Cancer
Actually,
Sucks one. I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, this dude here, we kept looking at that, and he'd go back to where they sold the paint. And every time they'd have a skid open up, he'd bring a skid back, and he built a bridge.
I kept hiking through all the mud through the field over to the paint area.
They just answered in the comments. They answered in the comments. 31 vendors were there,
Yeah,
Yeah, so Thomas,
and he planted a flag.
so Thomas also said he planted the flag on the Atlantic Wall for Bricktop.
Hell
Come on.
yeah.
yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
Bricktop, you always in our prayers, brother. We keep you. If you're watching,
You know what? That's what was missing here. We were
I told
talking
him.
when we were going to
I told
dinner
him.
tonight. It's like there was something really missing. I mean, just kind of there was an energy not there for us, an interaction. And I don't know. I didn't really see a lot of the Command Bros there, but not having him around, especially during meal times, because he always shows up at mealtime.
There and they showed up, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't like it usually is.
Yeah, I missed his
But
energy.
They did a lot of work for him.
Yeah, they
for this
did.
game,
Yep.
for sure.
And I tell you what, that bridge that Brock built here. Hey, also, I gotta say something, because if Barno's watching this, Barno did help finish it at the very last. But the little vendor row where we were, the top row was where a lot of the major vendors are. I don't like being up there. It's always dusty. It is the worst mud. We go this offshoot that goes down toward the air, where the air is, but there is a place there where it is just a marsh. And we all of a sudden, after that rain Friday, the players couldn't get to us. They'd have to go all the way around and come back up. So it was hurting traffic. And once Brock built that bridge, once it was completed, it was like, holy cow, man.
But we didn't have a river through our tent like something.
Yeah.
So we do have a good story. Our good friend Dirty Dan, and we all
Oh,
know
yeah,
his
Dan.
water adventures.
Oh man.
Dirty Dan had a creek running through his tent the entire weekend.
Oh, that's lovely.
So it could be worse, but
Most of the vendors on
we
the
had
main
it-
row,
we had
though,
it okay.
had to have skids in their tents just to have a floor to walk on.
That sounds like Oregon.
Next time, I don't know,
Yeah.
like pack some loads.
The pallet bridge is a brilliant idea. You'd think that if they know that's going to be a situation, pallets are everywhere. I'm surprised they didn't go around and, build some walkways prior to that.
I'm always going to present these games in the fields in the best light, but skirmish, man, is such an established event with tons of people. I really do want to inspire them to build up Vendor Row and build up that walkway going down to the field and where the air is, and a lot of the driveways and parking areas. They have a really good packed gravel base up toward the top and around staging, but some of the other stuff just falls apart in the rain. And if they were to gravel and do that, oh man, that place would be it'd be a lot different. It'd be good for them to improve that
The
for sure.
established
First time
roads are
watcher,
beautiful.
100%.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Watchdog? That might be kind of fun to go do.
Hey,
I
Bob,
would be
you
fun.
just join in. Thank you for helping finish his bridge. that made a big difference to our traffic for sure.
What's up,
Looks like
Brian?
there's Barn up there saying hello, all. Oh, looks like the stealth com is here too.
Ah, yeah, Kevin.
Stealthcom was set up next to us out there, showing off their amazing product.
They got to listen to me shoot all weekend.
And
Yeah,
Echo,
sorry about
looks
you had
like
to
you
hear
have
shoot all
a fan
weekend.
here, Mr.
Yeah.
Billy Porter.
What's up,
Says
Billy?
Echo,
That's
what's my
Billy. He's with South Florida Chaos down in Florida.
Oh wow. Good
Hey,
deal.
Stealthcom, they had a good bit of traffic in their booth too. They're doing the radios in your mask, which they're pretty amazing, and they stay pretty busy from what I could tell. So yeah, and Xfog, good product. Everybody really liked what they're doing. You know, looked like they had whole teams coming over there installing that stuff. So
I think I saw some pictures of Gator Mail there too. Was he there?
Yep.
yeah,
Damien and his crew were out there with Gator Mail, and their booth was busy nonstop.
I think Michael might have been there. They did TC.
yeah.
Up at
I want.
the,
I want to.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was gonna say I want to shine a little bit of light. There was a game. I don't know exactly the name of it, but there was a game at Fort Knox this weekend also.
that looked amazing. The pictures I've been seeing from that looked like a lot of fun.
But it looked like it was a really good game. Yeah, I wanted to shine a little light on that because
Let me look that up real quick, see what that was.
see what that was at Fort Knox.
So I got a chance to talk to Guy a little bit. Sounds like he showed up a little late to the WCPL Allied Remembered Foundation game. He got lost on the way there, but he said, you know, when he got there, everybody was having just a great time, and they got done with the tournament and they still wanted to play. So those guys were still going out on the field and just playing pickup games, I guess.
Hey, tell Sean that Tom Gee actually come by and hung out at our booth for about an hour.
Did you hear that? Tom Gee came by our booth.
Tom Gee,
Yep.
Yeah.
not Tom K.
No,
Tom Gee.
Yeah, he's from Tittman.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, he hung out for a long time.
He was
You know, Tittman markers have been, you know, Woods ball, they carried for so many years.
We saw a lot of old Tittman stuff there. I mean, it's still running, it's still going.
They're tough to work.
For Woods ball, you go to a lot of rec ball fields and their rentals are Tittman 98s. Like they're like still kicking from, 15, 20 years ago. They're still
Yeah, Tittman stuff laying around everywhere, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So we got Kevin McMurray here. So that World War III was at Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I've seen some good pictures and videos coming out of that game.
So Kevin, who won World War III?
Oh, who did it?
And who won Ion?
Yeah, who won Ion?
So Ion was won by the Allies this year. The score was like, I believe 60-30, if I remember it. 63-33, Katie's saying.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up. Yeah, but it was Allies. They laid it to them this year. I think Axel
So
won.
60-33, Thomas.
Yeah, lefty. Well, Thomas. I know him as Lefty. I mean, his name is Thomas, but
There you go.
that's Lefty. That's my boy Lefty. I love that dude. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he was wondering. He's like, "Where's Echo? Why isn't he out here?"
There was a few people that, I mean, actually offered, for me to ride with them and stuff, but I've got some personal things going on in my, actual life outside of paintball. I mean, we do have those, unfortunately, but yeah, I had some
Life
things
outside
that.
of paintball?
Yeah. What is that?
Mhm.
Plus with work, I've got most likely going to Monster Game next week or in 2 weeks. So to take off the time for this weekend and then 2 weeks, it's not a small travel game for me coming from South Carolina. So
You riding up with these characters?
most likely, if they're going, and they got a suitcase I could fit in, I'm there.
Well, you know what?
Even
You could probably fit in TJ's suitcase.
Oh.
He travels like he he carries more luggage than I've ever
Than
seen.
me.
Yeah.
No, I travel light. Hey, you barely even know I'm in the house. He thought I was outside smoking, and I was in the room the whole time. And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were outside." I'm like, "Nah, I've been in here for a while, dude."
Yeah, we're starting our ramp up here for Border Wars, and then the WCPL that's going to be down in Malawi, Oregon.
Mhm.
So as Zachariah said, Team Mexico won World War III out at Fort Knox.
There you go.
Nice.
Zachariah, what was the score?
So, Chris, I understand there was some markers that were sent out at Ion this weekend.
Oh yeah, the N45. What's up with that?
Yeah, the Odin Destroyer. Yeah, we put out like about how many we put out 3 or 4, 2. Went out the beta, and Jigs went out there and shot 1 too, just testing, and they did real good. I was pretty happy, pretty confident with them. We'll start rolling those out. You know, hope Jigs. I think I don't know if he's on the podcast yet, but
I don't. He's not on the night.
hopefully he got some good video, playing video with it. In case you guys don't know what it is, that's the Odin N4, where I made a little mod to it where it would have kind of the N5 pump semi conversion, so you can just flip a switch and go back and forth with it. But it's pretty neat gun. But they were out, sold a few of them. They're just kind of the beta sales on them, just for guys that knew what they were. So
for those of you that are stumbling on this podcast and thinking about getting into the sport of paintball, because that is what we're encouraging here, is come join us and have some fun. The N45 that he's talking about gives you the ability to both have a semiotic and a mechanical marker and a pump. So you can shoot the ball as fast as you pull the trigger and really hold them down, or if you need to conserve ammo, you can switch to pump mode and go full sniper on it.
yeah,
It fires from a closed bolt position, so you're going to get a little more extra distance and oomph and stability out of the ball. And the beautiful thing is, you've heard him talking about the rain. You know, the markers that don't go down when it rains? It's the mechanical ones, because these electric ones, why they are incredibly fun and fast, they don't like moisture of any kind. So if you're looking to get into this sport, don't go for the one with the bells and whistles. Get yourself something mechanical like this N45 or an Odin, and have fun. You know, spend your time actually playing, not growling that you have to change your battery.
Well, one thing I will recommend.
Timber's on.
This weekend. So one thing we saw out there a lot this weekend was paint sticking together. A lot of players had those speed lids on their hoppers.
Yeah.
If it's raining, switch over to a solid
A rain.
lid.
They're called rain lids for a reason. They are called rain lids, like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't pack your pods so tight. Leave a little loose in there when you're dealing with the moist environment, so they don't all stick together.
It was raining so hard, and players out there playing in it. If they had an open lid for their pods, they were just taking on way too much moisture out there.
Yeah, I saw where several people had lost their markers too. A couple axes and I guess it was some type of Lux too. Just the rain getting to them and boards going out. So, you know, when it's raining and it's that wet or even that moist out there, playing with an electric marker, you're gonna potentially lose it. Those boards are not cheap. So.
Oh.
What's
So
that?
Zachariah Jones says, I feel like Midnight Combat Productions events have missions and props that interact with new players and young players a lot, but I may be biased.
You know,
That's a good
Props
thing.
that interact with players are wonderful things. They're a great mechanic, and it really helps further the game and gets people engaged and having fun, Zach. The more you engage the player, the better, but you have to create an environment where the players can entertain themselves, right? You want them to choose their own adventure based upon what's kind of available on a scenario. Big games, they're kind of scripted. You've got side A, side B, some simple time objective missions, but when you can add a little extra flavor in there, they love that.
Oh yeah.
So Thomas has brought up an interesting one that happened out at the field on
Waddle
Saturday.
launcher.
We
Is it corn cob? The corn cob kid?
yeah,
We got to call him
had
corn
this-
cob from now on. There's
Yeah,
a
we
new
had-
nickname right there, corn cob.
There's this young kid came into the booth. He's like, "Can I borrow a launcher?"
And he had the corn in his vest. And then I
Bring it to her. Bring the camera to Katie. Let her tell the story. Tell the story,
No.
Katie.
he had the corn cob in his vest, this little kid, and he said, "Hey, can I borrow your launcher? I just want to see if it'll shoot this corn. I want to shoot the bunker with this corn. Like, can I just borrow it? I'll bring it back." And he had the corn and a napkin in his vest, and it was really cute. But
So
I would have been 100% for that.
well, he
Let's do
asked. All he asked at first was,
he was
"Can I?"
by himself though, also.
Yeah, you need an adult.
Yeah, all he asked was, "Can I borrow this launcher?" And of course, the answer is no. But then it's like, why is he asking?
100%.
And so I asked, what's going on here? And he's like, "Well, I want to go shoot a tank with some corn." And he points to the corn in his shirt pocket. And as I looked at the kid, and I'm like, "You find anyone out here with a launcher, and they are going to be down for this. Go find somebody, and they're going to go take you out there. They'll switch sides and go join you. And all
Yeah.
they're going to want to do is record you doing this."
I think the reason why he came and asked us that is because he saw the others out there with the launchers.
Yeah.
He just wanted to-
You know, I love launchers. One of the funnest aspects of the game is a game where you can use a launcher. But there is so much shenanigans you can do with the Nova launchers. You know, like for example, the LXG loves to shoot Twinkies out of them at people. You ever see somebody hit with a rocket propelled Twinkie in a game? Timber's on here. Hey Timber, how is that?
Krusty with the Psycho Clowns chimed in on Facebook.
He said that's the
About,
next. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I think
Next
our
vote.
signal's not coming through that well. So Krusty with the Psycho Clowns chimed in on Facebook. Said the 2-inch marshmallows fit really well too.
2-inch marshmallows work really well. I mean, authorized ammo or in games, guys, can always be safe. But yeah, zebra cakes, marshmallows, little tennis balls that squeak when they hit things. Squeak. Some modifications for non-playing things like golf balls and some other things that we really can't endorse.
Always make sure check in with your production company if it's something you're wanting to shoot on field to make sure it's approved.
And if you want that fresh lemon lime scent, a key lime is the perfect diameter to run through.
Exactly. Zachariah said, I'd let them do it with my launcher. Only requirement, I got to film them.
Absolutely. Welcome
Absolutely.
to Cooking with Nova.
Yep.
No, cooking with a Nova.
With a Nova.
Yeah, welcome to Cooking with a Nova.
Thomas
Yeah.
says he had a dude come up to him the day when fighting on the beach and offer him bacon out of his pod. Gotta love those people on the field with food and keep you in the game.
Let me guess, Lefty, you took the bacon.
Of course he
Tactical
took the
bacon. I like
Who
this
turns down
thought. I like this.
Man,
You
I
took
think I
bacon.
cooked for breakfast. I cooked about 2 pounds of bacon and it vanished, man. I don't know who got all that. Did you eat it all, Katie?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I'm talking about a
I
pile
had
of bacon.
6 eggs and 6
Oh,
pieces
my
of
God.
bacon. No, I had 12 eggs and 6 pieces of bacon.
Good God.
Bladder and tomorrow
How do you
still
say
look like corn. Kevin said the corn will splatter and still look like corn tomorrow. It always comes out the same, even if it's coming out of a Nova. See, Lefty said, I 100% ate that up.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
I knew you
Paladin,
did.
Paladin, that's why you got to take the wrapper off the Twinkie. You
Oh.
don't shoot it with the plastic.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Well, there's a way to shoot it with the plastic, actually, but you gotta have a Gatorade bottle cap to make that work.
And it's not recommended.
That's true.
All right. Enough with the shenanigans. How about
It's questions
anything
for
else?
Katie.
All right, questions for Katie. That's a good thing. Here we go. Well,
Katie's first time on the show.
Let's do questions with Katie. Is that what we're gonna
First,
do?
Let's introduce you. Who are you? Who what do you do?
I'm Katie and I work with Nova.
You work with Nova. Okay.
What do you
Awesome.
do for
What do I
Nova?
do? I build guns. I make parts. I do a lot of things.
She's the cleanup girl.
D-
Clean up.
She's a mastermind
I do a
organizing
lot
the
of
trailer.
things. I do a lot of things.
A jack of all trades for Nova.
Jack of all trades, if we will. I
So-
know a little bit about a lot of things.
So this weekend, Katie is out there running the entire trailer behind the scenes, keeping everything organized, keeping TJ and Chris on track.
So, Katie,
I do my best.
what do you love about paintball and paintball players?
The thing that I love about paintball, I have not been a player, but only a couple of times. But the thing that I love about paintball that I've gotten into it from what I have is that the family environment that it has brought to me. And
You've met a lot of friends.
I have made a lot of friends that are good friends and a lot of good people through paintball.
Yeah,
And that's what
I've
I
noticed
really
too,
love about that.
you got to get out of Greenville and travel and see a lot of new places too.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm it's been wonderful.
So, if a female is out there watching this, female player that's thinking about getting into the game, or a person that's thinking about getting into the game, what would you say to other girls out there to?
I mean, I just say do it. I've only played in a real game a couple of times. But
She's a newbie.
I am. We don't have a lot of fields around where we live.
And when you're at a game, you're working a lot when you're at a game. So you don't really you're there more business than pleasure.
Right. Sometimes I do get to play, or I have gotten to play before, and it's really nice. I'm just really still new into it, but I love getting out there and being able to do it because I feel like, we're behind the scenes a little bit sometimes, just making the guns and whatever. But
Well, if you happen to come to Monster and we're there together, Chris, I'm taking her for at least an hour, and she's gonna go shoot some paintballs.
Yeah,
Let's
she
do
needs
it.
to.
Yeah, we've already discussed it. She's got to get out on the field for Monster.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I
Yes.
want to.
She's got to experience Hell Survivors. That's a
Yeah,
that's a
we'll
good.
put a little bounty on her so people
See,
can-
that's what they're gonna
they-
do. They'll put a little tag on me or
Yeah.
something, and
Gonna put a target on your back.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
hey,
go.
you can make some money that way. If
But we,
you
hey,
hit
yeah,
me-
we
if
can
you hit
raise
me,
we can raise money
money.
for Brick. Every time somebody shoots Katie,
Here's an idea. We
Is
could
that
put her
the-
out on a kayak out in the lake.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Have her sneak up on the other side.
we just
There you
just
go.
gotta keep her away from Marie up there at Hell Survivors
You
and
need
the
to
bar at
stop
night.
Family
How
friendly.
How long have you been with Nova?
I've been with Nova for about 4 years, as far as Nova goes.
Okay.
About 4 years.
What's been your favorite memory of paintball and Nova and working with these guys so far? What thing really stands out as one of the funnest times you've had?
Like I said before, my best time as far as everything paintball goes is being able to meet the people that I have and then becoming family to me.
Any particular event you enjoyed more than others?
Not at this moment.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
I love every event is different, even though it's the same place sometimes. Like, because I've been to Ion before, and this was, mud up to here, but it was so fun.
Right,
So
right.
everything's different. Every game is different. It's always different.
But you haven't gotten to go everywhere.
I haven't
We've
gotten to
gone.
go everywhere,
mean-
no, but the places that I've been,
Katie,
I don't think I have a favorite yet. I don't know.
Okay. Solid answers. Solid answers.
You're doing great, Katie. You're
Okay,
doing,
thank you.
You're doing great.
Okay.
She's supposed to be comic relief and have a joke.
I know, but I
no.
don't have a joke right now. I'll get you next time. It's a joke.
That's
So,
all right.
so what's your next game that you'll be going to?
It'll be Monster, right?
Yeah, she can go if she acts right.
Oh, all right. So Monster game, and that's what, in 2 weeks. Monster
Mhm.
game, pretty much the next game
So we'll
on.
play at Monster game.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
out there
You got
too.
me.
By the way, Health Survivors, that's a legacy field. And Marie, her and her husband have done a fantastic job of cleaning it up. I mean, that field has just in the last year or so, they busted their butt grooming that.
It looks better and better every single time. we
It
do
does, and they've got the campground. The paint is this is a bring your
It's
own
bring
paint,
your own
right?
paint game.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's what-
I mean, if you got leftover paint, come burn it up, come up there. It's always a great and well run game. It's very, very clean area. It's really nice.
And if you
Come by
don't
the
have,
Nova tent, say hi to the Nova guys while you're there, guys. Make sure to let us know at the round table that you came to the event and that you saw it there.
for
Yeah,
sure.
and also, spread this in your feeds to the other people and the other groups you've got, so
Mhm.
we get more input, more videos. We need to hear about more games out there. We can't get everywhere. There's so many
Resident Evil.
games going on across the country, and I mean everywhere. Canada too. I mean Mexico, wherever. You let us know what's happening. Let us know your experiences. Maybe we can get to those events someday too.
So before we move on here, Katie, it looks like you actually have some people fighting for you. Zachariah Jones said that you can come play with her or with them at Monster Game, but you have to play on the red team, apparently. Not only that, you also have Kevin McMurray here saying you can run with the Stealth Com team as well, too. So sounds like bidding is open, guys. If you need
Hey.
to
We're starting at one tray of brownies, okay?
there you go.
So, in other words, if there is a bounty on you, you're going to have a lot of people that you'll be well protected.
Hey, that's fair.
Just
There you
stick
go.
with those people, and you'll learn some things, hopefully.
Right. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and
have-
also
you're gonna have the
she
best
don't, she don't have all the
1 2
equipment. It's amazing because people give her stuff.
No, I need a little bit of equipment.
Hey, I think I know she
need a
knows.
hotback
She needs an
thing.
M2 to
What's
rock
it
out
called?
there.
I
Hotback?
do have M2, that's what I got.
Well, she's
but
got
not a new one. I
guns.
got an old one.
It's amazing. I mean,
I just
people,
need a little bit of things. I just need a little bit of things.
There's a, gonna be a
whoever
lot.
equips her the best for the next game, that's what team she'll play on. So that'll be
If
good.
you would like to donate equipment to Katie, make
Yeah.
sure.
Please do.
So you're saying that she's going to be playing Team Nova?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's enough people there. You'll have plenty of equipment to use. I'm sure.
So,
That's the one thing about paintball players. You ever go somewhere and you need something, man, they're on it. They're like, oh, you need,
I have
yeah,
seen
here, I
that.
got an
That's
extra one.
what-
Yeah, you might look like a rainbow while you're playing, but you'll have everything you need. You might have a green,
everything
a
you
red,
need.
orange, this, but you'll definitely get to play.
There you go.
For sure. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Well, Brock, why don't you announce the next part here we're going to talk about?
Yeah, let's segue into our next topic.
Next topic.
We are on limited battery. There is
Okay.
a chance that we may get separated and drop off. Unfortunately, I brought the laptop, but I did not bring the charging cable. If that happens, I will be back on switching over to the phone.
Oh, she's got one. We'll make it.
Oh, we'll figure
Hey,
it
I
out.
tell you what, this event, we did a lot of autocockers at this event. We did. There's a lot of people come and sought us out for those. And a lot of people got Hellions at this event, which new players, that gun takes a little bit of training because it's a different format. But I'm going to plug a product in here that I really like. But that new, oh boy, did we lose our set? Did it go? Okay, no, it's back.
Are we still there?
You're still there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're here.
Man, I tell you what, I really love that new Halo, that Halo Pro. Oh my gosh, that loader is really nice and it's cheap.
How cheap is it, Chris? What's the average price on that?
I think don't those. I've seen them 109 to 119.
I believe yeah, TJ was saying that the booth next to us was selling them, I think, for around 120.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they're in the 120 range.
that thing.
Depending on if you get them.
Man, I tell you, I'm not going to mention other loaders having to chrono people and just shooting these guns because that mech's fast. But that Halo Pro, man, it feeds all kinds of weird shaped balls too. I mean, I'm really impressed. You know, I guess that's who does that. Core GI, whatever their name is, has those things. Damn, that's a good loader. I love it on our mechs, man. It can almost keep up. Nothing can totally keep up, but it is really good. So.
Yeah, people don't understand that, there's adjustments on those particular type of marker. It's like Cocker. There's the operating pressure and there's the velocity. You don't change one. You change
Sean,
the
real quick. I think we've got a living legend just chimed in here, Mr. Mark Davis.
Oh crap! Hey, Mark.
Yeah,
get him up
Mark
here.
Davis. This guy is like a guru for the autococker. He is a true artist when it comes to engraving. If you haven't,
Mark Davis Engraving, yeah,
Facebook thing there, and any of your website links to your work. He does these engravings on guns that are they're extraordinary. Oh my God, they're extraordinary. And by the way, the Mark IV Sentinel, that was inspired, and that was one of his brainchild for years to do the quad baldy tents. That is the man right there. That is, and we've got some other things.
Can we bring Mark up on here?
Mark, hang on a second.
In general,
I will see. I'll call him real quick. Y'all talk about something here.
Real quick, I want to discuss what Tom did real quick. He's talking about he was doing off-field missions until midnight Saturday night. I believe it was a little later than midnight, but it's amazing. If you're going out to Ion, there's a lot of stuff going on off-field, not just the game on-field, but there are a lot of missions and props and stuff going on in the camping area going on out there. So if you're going out to Ion, ask around what's going on, get involved in the other things that are happening off field. There's objectives to go find certain players or find certain camps and be able to gather information and intel, gather props, and be able to trade and exchange and advance the storyline. There's a really neat dynamic going on off field out there, and if you're going next year, definitely look into that.
And we appreciate having you on, Thomas. Thank you for your input.
So things that make a good game, guys. I mean, you got to have a good leader that's helping organize your side. Generals are important, but they're not 100%. If you got a bunch of guys that kind of know what they're doing, it's great. But if you don't have somebody to kind of steer the boat can crash pretty hard. At the same point in time, if you got the wrong guy steering the boat, well, the boat will crash really hard. I don't know too much about boats. I wasn't in the Navy. I was in the Army. So, do we have any sailors here?
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Having the right guy helps a lot. Having a good command structure is important. Generally game, make sure everybody around you, if you're the general, make sure that everybody you're playing with is having a great time. If you've got somebody and you notice it's like, man, they really don't seem to be too happy or they're not having a good time, go up and talk to them, find out what's missing, and then give them what's missing. Be like, oh man, I really wanted to run some missions. Really? Well, I've got a mission for you. And if you don't have one, make one up for them. Or, I don't play like this. I like to play like this. Great. I need somebody to sneak behind enemy lines and plant a listening device or go listen and report back to me. Here's a radio. Give your guys the right thing to do and they'll love it. And don't just lean on the experienced guys. Watch for the new players that are a little scared and maybe a little more timid. Give that kid a mission that he'll never forget, but give him something he can accomplish.
That's what I was
Yeah, not
that-
I need you to run into the center of the DMZ and take that flag. What are the chances that kid's going to pull that off? Hey, I need you to go deliver a message to this point. Here's this. Look for this guy. Great. When you're done with that, come back to me. All right, now I need to send you out on another mission. I need to know if anybody's coming down that trail. Maybe he's a little scared. You're sending him off on things, getting his confidence up. You know?
And letting him know that you're the general, because there's some walk-on players that they just sign up and just whatever side they get thrown on, and they're just playing paintball. They don't know who's who. They don't know what is what. So you find that confused player and let them know, hey, you know, I'm the general. Like, well, what do you like to do? Ask them, well, what are you here to do? Like, do you like to run missions, or, you know, have you ever done this before? Well, what type of gameplay do you like to do? And then send them on that type of, you know, mission. And then they feel you're using them for their strength and you're trying to use them to actually accomplish something.
Yeah, and if you've got a rental player, trade guns with him for a minute.
Oh yeah, dude, you put even if it's just an axe or something, you put it in their hand, and no down talk on axe. Axe is an excellent weapon, you know, excellent marker, but you put something like that in their hand, or even a Nova, anything that's not a rental gun, and they think they have an M16 in their hand. You know what I mean? They're like, whoa.
And if you have the rocket launcher and you don't have much going on, grab some rando player that's never messed with one. Take them on a mission to blow something up that doesn't matter, and go in with the rocket launcher. They will love it.
Or another thing that kids love to do,
Not just kids, big kids,
or any big kids, any new players, you know, that's never done this. If you have a tank, let them experience that. Put them in your tank for at least one time to go out, and they're going to see and do things that they never thought is done in paintball. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, holy cow, like this is and I've seen so many new players just jump in a tank and come back with like their eyes are massive, like, holy cow.
Well, and you know that you think about it, it's not just the story that gets told there, it's the story that gets told after. And when they're describing it, they'll be like, man, I got to ride in a tank. I was the gunner. We were doing this. We were doing that. We went up this hill, down this hill. We shot so many people. The people that are listening to that, they're going, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe I want to try that.
Hey, are you going to do it again? When's the next time you're going to do it? Can I go? You know, that's what we want. That exact thing right there. That's what we love to hear. Where, you know, I've never done it before. Where can I do it?
Right. We have the greatest, most American sport ever out there, and almost nobody knows about it. Let's get the word out. Or they have the opinion that it's a bunch of inflatable marshmallows that they're running around trying to shoot each other really fast with. No, that is not necessarily paintball. Right. It's a facet of it.
Right there. If anybody new that's watching right now that doesn't really know paintball like that, your thought of paintball is what's called speedball. You know, it's the blow ups. You're on a flat surface. Most of the time, it's turfed. You know, there's no roots and ruts and.
And I mean, it's a lot of fun to play that, but having a little more experience and understanding before you do it, instead of walking out there as a brand new first timer. Yeah,
it's not even just that; it's a whole different style of paintball. Some people, that's not your thing. You know, you don't want that fast pace. You don't want that real fast. You know, you're in, you're out. You know, you want to go walk through the woods. You want to go do those missions. You want to go after those slapsticks or take this bridge or whatever, you know, the mission is. There might be characters you have to interact with. That's a beautiful thing. Like that's what I love about scenario paintball. Will I play speedball? Yeah. Am I good at it? No, it's a whole different sport. It's not the style of paintball that I play. You know, I like scenario. I like to be in the woods, and a lot of people love that.
You get to be in the video game, guys.
Yeah, you're literally playing in real life Call of Duty, pretty much. You know, you're
right on where the love is.
There's grenades, there's rocket launchers. Some games have airstrikes. You could call in chemical airstrikes. You could call in nukes. You know, you could nuke a part of a field and
mines. You can have a ref drop you off behind enemy lines.
Yeah, there's power troopers in some game. There's so many different elements to scenario paintball that is outside of the norm of what people think what paintball is. It's not just blow ups and and you're playing in speedball. There's a whole different world that most speedball players probably started playing in the woods. Most people start playing in the woods. That's where your love for paintball for most people starts.
And I know you guys hear us up here talking and mentioning these teams, and I know, wow, that team's really good, or, oh, look at all those guys over there. They're a team. Man, I don't want to go against them. No, go against them. They're just regular guys like you. You get 3 or 4 of your guys together, pick a good name, boom, you've got the start of a team right there yourself.
Well, like me with my team, we're always looking and recruiting, new players and stuff like that. And of course, we're not poaching players. We're not looking for players that are on teams already. We're looking for the average guy that we say, man, this guy plays good. We think he'd be a good fit for our team. So we're just average dudes. We just happen to put a jersey on our back. You know what I mean? And you might be good enough where a team approaches you and says, hey, dude, I like the way you play. You may fit with our team. How would you, think about joining us or whatever? So never think you're not good enough, ever.
That's right. Don't forget too, when you do start first playing these types of events and such like that, there's going to be a fair amount of failure that happens. And the big thing you have to do is just remember that your failures are not going to be the parts that you actually remember. The parts you remember are the ones where you run up on a bunker and you clear it, or you run up and you hit the flags, flip the flag, and all that fun stuff. You're not going to remember the 10 times before that where you tried and you got shot out.
Well, my thing is to add on to that. In order for you to fail, that means you tried.
Exactly.
And that's all that anybody can ask of anybody is you try. You got the people that go out there, I shot 100 people today. Okay, but did you try to do anything to win the game? Did you try to do any mission? Did you try to get any point? Well, I don't know how to do that. Well, then, thank you for shooting a bunch of people, but that contributed nothing to winning the game. You know what I mean? So as long as you try, if you fail, that means you're trying. You failed at something, means you at least tried. And of course, you're not going to win every time. You're not going to, mission accomplished every time, because as hard as you're trying to accomplish a mission, there's somebody on the other side that's trying to stop you from accomplishing that mission.
Yeah, that's true, Timber. Have fun. And make sure everybody else around you is having fun. As much fun as shooting at you as you are shooting at them.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. This game,
guys, we got a surprise. Welcome to the stage, Mark Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can't talk long. I'm on my way to a meeting, but I got a little time.
Perfect. Mark, how long you been playing paintball?
I started playing in June of 1983.
Right on. And what do you love about the autococker? Because we know you love it.
It's just simply the greatest gun that's ever been made for paintball.
Yeah. Yep. Mark, there's a lot of people know you. The people that are coming to the booth, we sold quite a bit of the Mark IV Sentinels and even that new the new Gunstar frame version of it. And they those people know of you. I mean, it's really crazy. So if you think you don't have any friends across the world, you got a lot more people out there know who you are than you think you do.
So for those people out there that don't know who you are.
Uh-oh. We might have just lost Brock and Nova family.
All right. Well, Mark,
I didn't. Did somebody
what's some of your favorite paintball memories?
Yeah.
Give us a favorite paintball memory, bud.
I don't know. There's been so many. Recently, my team, the Scorpions, won the mechanical world championships at the NPPL or the NXL events in 2018 and 2019. Five-man
That's a
mechanical.
big deal.
Yeah.
Good.
We took second place at one of the Sky Balls back in the
What
day.
advice would you give for a brand new player looking to get into the sport?
Don't go down the tournament road. Recreational woods ball is where paintball started. It's where it's most fun and it's where it's most rewarding. That's my opinion. That's my advice.
Oh yeah.
By God, that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
So tell us about working with Chris on the new Cocker, man. Give us the deets.
Well, I've had this idea for a quad ball detent autococker since my days at Bad Boys Toys and Shock Tech. And back then, nobody made their own bodies, so nobody really had a way to do it. But I've been working with Chris on the autocockers that he'd been building, and I just threw the idea at him one day. I'm like, this is not complicated. And since you're making your own bodies, you can do it. And he looked at it for about 2 minutes and went, yeah, that'll work. So we made some prototypes, and they do what they're supposed to do, and there's no reason it wouldn't. It's just Chris was willing to take the chance, and I think it's one of the best improvements that's been offered for the autococker in, I don't know, 20 years.
Yeah. Well, Mark, it was a pleasure. Katie talks about all the people she meets, but you know what? You're one of the good guys in the world. And man, since you've known me, I'm quite fiery, and you've taught me down off the ledge from murdering people. So literally, so thank you for that. You're a great influence, and you're a great Christian dude, man, and I appreciate it.
So I love your work and I love your engraving, man.
Wait till you see the new one I'm doing.
Really? Because I follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing a religious themed gun, and I'm about halfway done. I'm probably a month from sending it to anodizing. When it comes back from anodizing, I'm still going to have a month's worth of work to do to it. But the world has never seen a gun like I'm making right now. I'll promise you that.
Well, we're going to post this, especially on our every way we can. Guys out there that are watching this and watch this video later, Mark hand engraves these things like, it reminds me of what it was done on old armor and old swords and antique guns and things. It's freaking extraordinary. That's just not something you see every day. So it's beautiful.
Well, and Chris probably hasn't told anybody I'm going to hand build 6 Mark IVs that are going to be offered to the public here later this summer, early fall. There'll only be 6 of them, and then we're going to do these 6 and see how they sell, and then we'll do another 6. But they're all being done.
I think you're dropping out a little bit, Mark. He
all
were doing
hand built by me, and
Yep.
No. What company are you with? Where can people find this stuff?
I work. Chris will be selling the guns. I work through Chris.
Okay.
You there, Mark? Did we lose him?
That's where they'll be sold through.
Okay.
Okay, so we go through no. Okay.
You're cutting in and out, Mark.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, you cut out there for a second, but yeah, Mark's doing some custom Mark IV guns that he's going to hand build, and we're going to get them custom anodized, and we'll show them off as soon as they're ready. So yeah, you dropped out for a piece. I was just reiterating what you were saying there. Hey, real quick too, I want to throw in because Barno was just on. Those Elevate tanks, man. I tell you what, those have done really well. I'm very happy he brought them in because, man, there ain't hardly any other accessible tanks anymore. We've been selling a good bit of those. There's a lot of different sizes. So I just want to throw that in real quick because Barno was listening. But we appreciate him for that because he always makes sure he brings them to us. You know, a lot of times, you know, he'll hand deliver them. So we really appreciate him bringing them to us for the weekend. So,
Yeah, that's
Right
nice.
on.
Mark,
Hey, Mark.
there's your
Yeah.
Katie.
Hi.
You're my favorite, Miss Katie. You know it.
Yeah.
So if you guys look up, you know, check him out. He's a great guy, man, and he does a lot of great stuff for paintball. He's been around for a long time, and his work is exceptional. I mean, you can
I
see it
work on-
instantly.
Exceptional.
I work on cockers. I work on autocockers too. If you guys need anything done.
Okay.
Oh, you know what, Mark? I wish you had a website and a way to refer stuff to you because there is a lot of people out there with all kind. There's so many different cockers. I saw so much stuff this weekend that needed to be worked on. That we don't carry parts for some of the really really weird stuff. There's a lot of half block stuff and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of things out there, a bunch of hodgepodge. I mean, how long has the autococker been around? How long has Bud been doing them, or did he?
I started in '83, and I think I got my first sniper in, I don't know, '85, '86. So they've been around a while.
Yeah, and there's a lot of very old guns out there. And even Brock's got one. I got to go back and put some Nova parts on, but there's a lot of work out there. But there again, Mark's available. So if you've got an old autococker that you haven't been using, you need to dig it back out, send it to him, get the thing running, and go find some Met games and go start having some fun.
Yeah. Like I like to say, learn to aim again. You'll shoot less paint, and you'll shoot more people.
No, and that's part of the problem we've had in this sport is, in the early days it was about accuracy as much as we could. I mean, I've seen boomerang balls, and I'm sure you have too, but it was not about accuracy by volume. And then the race was on, and it was faster and faster and faster and faster. And it got to where skill didn't matter if you just threw a wall. And I think that's kind of what drug us down the path we went for a while there. And it's coming back the other way now. It's about making those shots count. I mean, the whole premises beside First Strike is making those shots count. The cocker was, about a closed bolt firing semi-auto, so you could shoot quick, but you could shoot accurate. There's a lot out there like that, we kind of lost touch in the industry and as the players with that race for speed. And, the guys that play stock class pump, they know that it ain't the gun, it's the player. And if you give both guys the same marker, the game changes.
You put good autocockers in the hand of Team Dynasty, and they'll probably roll over most players shooting an electro gun. It's not about the gun per se. It's about the skill of the player. But a lot of people want to make up for the lack of skill with the rate of fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there at the end, me and TJ went to Jackie and what's the other guy's name there? Sky. And Sky. There was that skirmish, and Jackie was talking about talking about the electronic game guns, and she said she wished that there wasn't no full auto, and ramping is safe full auto. Okay, that's what that is, and she says that's the worst thing for getting new players and keeping players in the sport is that the guns are doing full auto. And it's stopping, the beginning player and the young player. They see that and they don't get the sport. It's not helping. It's not making the sport grow. I mean, it's a serious crutch, really.
It's terrifying to a new person. I mean, you should have a big game. You should have a few faster shooters, but not everybody. Everybody needs to have a chance out there.
Yeah, they do.
So, hey guys, I got to go, but hit me up next week, and I won't have any time constraints, and I'll join in again, and I'll tell you some stories and maybe show you some stuff.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely need to show everybody your work. Definitely. We'll definitely make that happen. Thanks, Mark.
Okay. We'll see y'all next
Appreciate
week.
Say bye, Katie.
That was cool.
Kind of a surprise there, y'all.
That is true. All right.
Well-
Well, that about brings us up to the end of our episode here. So we're just gonna kind of get signed off. It sounds like we already have what we're gonna be talking about next week. So if you guys have any strange autocockers and such pictures you want us to take a look at this next week and show to Mark, then be sure to set it up on our Facebook page, and we'll do what we can to highlight some of these markers that you guys have.
Might
So,
be kind of fun to get Mark and Bud on at the same time.
That
if
would
we're
be
able to,
amazing. Oh, that's doable. That's very
That's
doable.
very doable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Hey,
quick
all right.
shout out,
Somebody
guys.
else-
One of the other great companies that's out there that we didn't mention and I've had dealings with because they built a jersey for me and I lent it to somebody at this last game and I just cleaned it and I'll send you the pictures, but the water's gross. But the jersey is fantastic. They're another American paintball company, and that's Ginger with Ginger Dynamics. Check out Ginger Dynamics as well.
Great group. They're out of what, Oregon?
They're out of California, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Gingy himself isn't with us anymore. Sadly, he's passed on, but his best friend's running it, does a fantastic job, and the equipment, as far as the jerseys that they make, incredible.
Mhm.
And I
I
think
agree.
somebody else that we're going to get on the show too. We're number one, we're going to get Bud. We'll get him on here, but also we're going to get. You might not have heard of him, might not be in the forefront, but Dave Bell. Does anybody know who that is?
Yeah.
That's the guy who invented the view loader, who started all the 4-speed loaders. So really interesting guy, really nice, super smart. He has invented and created tons of stuff in paintball. Kind of one of those guys behind the scenes. But one night we're going to get him on the show too, talk about that.
Also had a
Absolutely.
conversation with TB Lawrence. He's going to be on a future episode to talk about his new digital scenario format and the program they use to help create more games and more players.
Yep.
So we got a bright future ahead of us, but for now, like I said, it's time for us to sign off. So all of you, we'll see you guys same time next weekend. And
Bye.
don't forget, get us those
Everybody.
pictures of your autocockers. Have a good night.
Have a great evening, everyone.
Bye.